All right, so it's been a year and this is the condition that my Hobie 2021 compass is in. I've used it for one season and it's done me pretty well. Really don't have many complaints. You know, a little dirty. I pretty much left it like this all winter. You know, covered up with a tarp, of course. But you know, I just let the seat in. I even left my fish finder in. You know, I just sort of angled it down like that. You know, everything you see here is just the way I stored it. So, you know, I tried to bring as much as I could in. You know, I've noticed my hatch, and I noticed this in the fall, but my hatch is starting to, you can see the, you know, the scratches here, because it's really tight. Like, you really have to push down. I don't know what happened, if, you know, it warped a little bit here or something, but, you know, it's very tight, and just to close it, you know, it's really tight. So I don't really know if there's much I can do about it, but it's something I'm gonna look at trying to fix. Yeah, so the seat, you know, that's probably my biggest issue with this boat, is just the seat. I didn't really like. I don't like the fact that, you know, it's just resting there. It's not clipped in, and it's no big deal, but you know, sometimes you lean forward and it just kind of picks up. Just an uncomfortable feeling. And yeah, the mesh spread a little bit, so I had to put this a pool noodle here so my butt wasn't hitting the bar. Yeah, so the seat, but I've heard the seat is better in the 2022, so I guess that's good. You know, no problems with the scupper holes. I did end up getting these wheels, these really expensive wheels, and then doing that, you know, that mod that some people have on YouTube where kind of clip it in here to get it through the scupper holes without tipping your kayak over. It kind of works, but when the kayak's really heavy, it's pretty difficult. You know, here's just funny. You know, I will say, probably, I see why, if you want to store it upside down to kind of keep the water from pooling. You know, even though I had this covered, I'm sure water got in here, kind of sat. You know, it's stained a little bit, but yeah, overall, I think it's in pretty good shape, considering, you know, I don't go out that much. Probably once a weekend for 8 months out of the year. So roughly 30 days, I would say, I was out there. Flip this over on the bottom and show you the scratches. All right, now time to look at the scratches. This is the biggest thing I noticed. Look at that. So it went through the keel guard, through the epoxy, and started nicking away at the actual kayak itself. I mean, this thing did its job, but I think it needs to be thicker at this point. I don't know how I'm gonna fix this. Probably won't. I mean, it seems kind of unnecessary to put a whole new one on. So maybe I'll just maybe try and mold some plastic in here or something, melt some plastic, make it thicker. I have some extra plastic from cutting. So that'll be another video. I'm gonna figure that one out. Yeah, no, it's just a little dirty because it was on the ground, obviously. But it's actually good, so you can kind of see the scratches where there's dirt. You know, it's really like any low point. So you get a couple scratches around here, and then just remember this is pontoon design, so you know you're gonna have scratches here, maybe in the middle, but also here too. Oof. Yeah, that's a decent one. I mean, there's a lot of scratches, but they're all seemingly superficial. You know? Let's definitely get some scratches too. I don't know if you can see it, but it's definitely. And I'm pretty careful. I try to be pretty careful about it, but I think when you're getting in, it's probably the most important thing. And obviously never drag it, but I see a lot of sideways, which makes me think like as I'm getting in and stuff and I'm pushing off, I kind of push away from the launch kind of sideways sometimes on the sand. Maybe there's some rocks and shells. Yeah, it looks like, you know, some of the deeper ones are here. That's kind of a bad one. And they're deep, but they're not too deep. I gotta check, see how rusted this is on the inside. I know that's gonna be pretty rusted. So I'll open this up now. Let's check this out. Oh!
It's a baseball.
That's some strong wind. Oh my goodness. That's pretty disgusting. So we've got a lot of mud. A GoPro battery. No wonder, I thought I lost one in the water. A couple soft plastics. It's like a lot of, some crabs. Yeah, got lots of crabs in there. I want to clean this out. Surprisingly, that actually looks decent, and I'm shocked. I mean, it's not rusted out. So, I'm just gonna clean this off. Clean this off and screw it back on. Can you reach? There you go. Yeah, a little higher. There you go. Is it coming down on the bottom there?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Anchor trolley works fine. Rudder looks a little bent. You can see it's a little bent. It's bound to happen. You know, I know you can upgrade this, but it's working for now, so I'll leave it. Let's just see. I don't think I ever like deal with that drain plug. I just kind of sponge the water out. Yeah, overall looks good. Do one more look in the back now that it's upside down. Alright, and we're gonna flip it back over, show you one last mod that I plan to do. And one of the other things that I've noticed, and everyone talks about it, is just how cup holder's no good. Your drink's always coming out. So I saw other people put a handle here. That's what I'm gonna do. I got this it's like a Paracord handle. I'll leave a link. It's gonna go like that, and I'll be able to get a better grip, because really the handles right there are just, they're in a bad spot, and you can't really get a good grip. You can't like grab it. It's like your fingers are always out, which just makes it more difficult to you know, move this thing. It's just much easier to have a handle. So I'm hoping, I want to do that. I might have to add one here. I'm gonna first try and see what happens when I put one right here.